Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today is April 30 and we are going to discuss a very important life skill, understanding the basic of financial independence. Financial independence means having enough financial stability to live your life without constant stress about money. It's not just about earning more, it's about managing, saving, and growing your money wisely. So let's explore some powerful questions to understand this concept better. And we are welcome Chatgpt. Hello, Assalamu alaikum Chatgpt.
Of course. What kind of features are you thinking about? Are you referring to a product, a service, or maybe a specific software or app? I'd love to get a sense of what you're aiming for so I can help you break down useful features.
ChatGPT, I have a problem understanding the basic of financial independence. I want to ask some questions with you. Can you please guide me?
That makes a lot of sense. So, for a topic like financial independence, we could think about key features like budgeting tools, goal trackers, investment guidance, maybe debt payoff calculators, or educational resources on passive income. Does that kind of direction fit with what you had in mind? Or is there a specific
So
aspect you'd
I
like to
have
focus on?
my first question. Let's start. What is financial
Absolutely.
independence?
Perfect. So, to kick things off, you could start with an intro defining what financial independence is. Basically, it's when you have enough passive income or investments to cover your living expenses without needing to work for a paycheck. After that, you can walk through steps like budgeting, saving, investing, and creating multiple income streams. Does that sound like a good structure for your questions?
So my next question is, why is financial independence important in today's world?
Great follow up. You could explain that financial independence is crucial because it gives you freedom from financial stress, freedom to pursue your passions, and security in case of emergencies. It lets exactly. And you can also mention that yeah, absolutely. So once you have that freedom, you can make choices based on what you value most. Whether that's starting a business, traveling, spending more time with family, it really opens up a whole new world of possibilities. So that's why it's so empowering.
So my next question is, what is the difference between financial independence and financial freedom?
Ooh, that's a great one. So you can point out that financial independence is really about having enough money to cover your expenses so you don't need to rely on a paycheck. Financial freedom, though, is a broader concept. It's not just about meeting basic needs, but having the flexibility to live life on your own terms, even if that means more luxury or more risk.
Great. Okay, what is the difference? Oh, sorry. How can someone start their journey toward financial independence?
Yeah, great next step. You can break it down into practical actions, like first getting a clear picture of your current finances, setting a budget, eliminating debt, building an emergency fund, and then slowly investing, starting with things like index funds or other low cost options. Keep it simple and build momentum step by step.
So, how much of your income should you ideally see?
Awesome. If you'd like, I can help you come up with more specific questions or maybe break those steps down even further. Just let me know what kind of detail you need and we'll keep shaping it.
No, I will. Let's continue. What is saving and why is it important?
Perfect. So you can explain that saving is crucial because it provides a safety net. Without savings, unexpected expenses can really derail your progress. Plus, saving is what gives you the ability to invest, take risks, and build wealth over time.
What are the benefits of tracking your expenses?
Of course. So once you have a solid savings habit, that's your foundation. Then you can move on to investing, which is really what helps your money grow over time. So keeping both in balance, saving for short term security and investing for long term growth, is key.
So, what is the importance of having an emergency fund?
Absolutely. Having an investment strategy is so important because it's what lets your money outpace inflation. It's not just about storing money, it's about putting it to work so you can build real wealth over the long term.
And then we have an income, and especially we have expenses. How can we reduce unnecessary spending?
That's a really practical point. You can talk about tracking all your expenses first so you know exactly where your money's going, and then identify those little wants versus needs. From there, you can cut back on things like dining out, unused subscriptions, or impulse purchases. So every dollar goes towards your bigger goals.
So, what is investing, and why should we
Exactly.
invest?
Great follow up. Investing is crucial because it helps your money grow exponentially over time. With compounding returns, even small amounts can snowball. Plus, investing allows you to beat inflation, so your future self will thank you for it.
So, what are some common types of investments?
Yeah, great question. Common types include things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, and even things like ETFs. Each has its own risk and return profile, so it's all about picking what aligns with your goals and comfort level.
Okay. I think there are two types of income: active income and passive income. What is passive income?
Exactly. So active income is the money you earn from working, like a salary or freelance work, while passive income is what rolls in even when you're not actively working, like rental income, dividends, or royalties. So building passive income streams is a big part of reaching financial independence.
Can multiple income streams help achieve financial independence faster?
Yeah, definitely. For example, rental properties can provide steady income, or dividends from stocks can grow over time. Even things like creating an online course or writing a book can generate passive income. The key is finding a stream that works for you and scaling it till over time.
So, what are good debts versus bad debts?
Yeah, of course. So, to sum it up, once you've identified some passive income streams, you just keep reinvesting, adjusting, and growing them. And over time, that's how you build true financial independence. So, you have choice. Exactly. And right, yeah, as you build that foundation, it gives you more control over your life, your time, and your future. बिल्कुल यही वजह है कि माली खुद
Sorry,
जी हाँ
in English. Like,
of course. So that's exactly why financial independence is so powerful. It gives you the freedom to make choices that align with your values without being tied down by financial stress.
okay. So, what is the importance of financial discipline?
Yeah, exactly. So financial independence is important because it gives you the ability to live life on your own terms without relying on a paycheck. And it offers you security and flexibility for the future.
So, what is the role of financial education in achieving independence?
Great. Yeah, so the don't know funding model is basically when you set aside money for future possibilities you haven't fully defined yet. It lets you stay flexible. So you can respond to opportunities or unexpected expenses without being locked into a specific plan.
How can technology help manage finance?
Absolutely. Technology can be a game changer, from budgeting apps that track your spending to robo advisors that help you invest, even AI tools that give you personalized financial advice. It all makes managing money easier and more efficient.
What are common financial mistakes people make?
Yeah, that's a big one. Common mistakes include not having a budget, skipping an emergency fund, relying too much on debt, and not starting to invest early enough. All of these can really slow down your progress toward financial independence.
So, how can we build a habit of saving money regularly?
Yeah, that's a tough one, but really important. You can start by becoming more mindful. Pause before each purchase, ask yourself if it's truly needed, and maybe even automate savings so the money goes to your goals before you ever see it.
How can choices impact financial independence?
That's a great strategy. You can set clear, smaller goals so it feels more achievable, like saving a certain percentage each month, and track your progress. And celebrate small wins along the way to keep yourself motivated.
So, thank you so much for joining today's session, and thank you so much, Chatgpt. Financial
You're very welcome.
independence is not achieved overnight, but with consistent efforts,
Exactly.
small decisions, and discipline. It is about absolutely possible. Start small, stay focused, and take control of your financial future. See you in the next session with another insightful topic. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and stay financially smart. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.